Hello, dear friends. My name is Roman Homliak, and I am a filmmaker. I travel and make documentary and popular science films about different cities and the most beautiful places in the world. I am from Ukraine, from Lviv, a very beautiful city in the west of the country. In 2001 I moved to America and have been living here for 23 years, most of my life. I settled in Washington State and was amazed by its stunning nature. On the west it is washed by the waters of the Pacific Ocean. There are volcanoes and snowy mountains, fairy tale mossy rainforests, deserts and canyons, deep rivers and clear lakes, and high waterfalls, impressing with their power and strength. No wonder Washington is called the Evergreen State, that is, evergreen. It got this name because of the huge number of coniferous trees growing here, pleasing the eye with their unfading greenery all year round, and because of the amazing beauty of its nature. In 2010, I started taking pictures of the state's nature, and since 2011 shooting videos. I often visit the neighboring state of Oregon, which borders Washington to the south. The nature here is no less beautiful, and I will happily show it to you. I invite you to travel with me through my films, in which I will be glad to show you what I saw and share my impressions. So that you can enjoy the beauty and harmony of those places where I have been. Today we are going on a journey to one of the greenest and most peaceful places on Earth. We will be visiting Silver Falls State Park, located in the western United States of America, in the state of Oregon, in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains. Silver Falls is a park of silver waterfalls and a true paradise for nature lovers. Silver Falls seems to travelers like a real oasis in the desert. Here peace and tranquility reign, and nature simply bewitches with its beauty. So, we are driving into the park along a wide, well-paved road. Here you can find everything your soul desires: a thick forest, fresh air, and beautiful waterfalls, named after the park. This corner of untouched nature stretches for almost 37 square kilometers and consists of a thick forest, interspersed with streams, mirror-like ponds, and high waterfalls, filling the atmosphere of the park with the melodic sound of falling water. The forest in the park consists of tall fir trees, pines, and other coniferous and deciduous trees. Here, silence and peace reign, disturbed only by the singing of birds and the sound of water. The air in the forest is filled with oxygen and the aroma of leaves and green plants. The main difference between Silver Falls and other natural corners is its waterfalls. Now we see the first of them, the South Falls, located on the Trail of 10 Falls. There are 15 of them in total, but on this journey, you will learn about the 10 most famous waterfalls of Silver Falls, located along the famous Trail of 10 Falls, which will allow you to see each of them. The waterfalls in Silver Falls State Park are a true natural wonder. They sparkle in the sun like silver and create a unique atmosphere. The tallest is Double Falls, which is 177 feet or 54 meters high. It is located 2.4 miles from the park entrance, just over a kilometer from the Trail of 10 Falls. Hiking in Silver Falls State Park is an unforgettable experience. Here you can enjoy the beauty of nature, fresh air, and the sounds of waterfalls. If you are looking for a place to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy the beauty of nature, then Silver Falls State Park is the perfect place for you. Silver Falls State Park is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the region. It was founded in 1933, and its creation was part of President Franklin Roosevelt's program to restore the country's economy during the Great Depression. Before the arrival of Europeans to the territory where the park is now located, the Kalapuya and Malala tribes of Native Americans lived here. However, their numbers quickly dwindled due to diseases and conflicts with settlers. By the mid-19th century, there were only about 600 people left in the tribes. In 1888, a small town called Silver Falls was founded near the South Falls. The main occupation of the residents was logging. The town also had a hotel, shops, a church, a dance hall, a tavern, and a school. The Great Depression led to the closure of logging operations and a sharp decline in the population of Silver Falls. Many residents of the town were forced to leave their homes. As part of the New Deal program, the U.S. government provided jobs to unemployed citizens. They were recruited to build roads, canals, bridges, and parks. Buildings, bridges, hiking trails, and other infrastructure were built in Silver Falls State Park. Much of this infrastructure has been listed on the National Register of Historic Places in the United States. Today, Silver Falls State Park is a popular recreation destination for residents and visitors of the state of Oregon. The park is home to 15 waterfalls that form a scenic cascade. The park's forest is home to a variety of wildlife, including elk, deer, and other herbivores. Silver Falls State Park quickly became a popular recreation destination for locals and tourists. In the 1940s, the park began to receive over 100,000 visitors per year. In the following decades, visitation continued to grow. Today, Silver Falls is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Oregon. It receives over 1 million visitors annually. Visitors are drawn to the park's beautiful scenery and, of course, its silver waterfalls. I will tell you more about 10 of them. I am currently standing at Double Falls, the tallest waterfall in the park. Double Falls is the queen of the Cascades, a hidden beauty hidden in the heart of Silver Falls State Park. Its name describes its essence perfectly: two streams of water, as if playing catch-up, rush down the cliff in two steps, with a total height of 178 feet or 54.3 meters. Imagine yourself walking along the canyon trail, surrounded by a lush green carpet of forest, with sunbeams playing through the leaves. Suddenly, through the trees, a water mist breaks through, like a light fog. This is the first hint of double falls. After taking a few more steps, you find yourself on a viewing platform. And here it is, the true magic of nature, unfolding before your eyes. Two silvery ribbons of water, as if frozen in time, fall down, one slightly ahead of the other. The first cascade crashes down onto a rock ledge, breaking into millions of diamond-like sprays that play in the sunlight. Then, with a light, graceful sigh, the second cascade joins the dance, merging with the first in a cloud of water mist. The sound of falling water is a natural symphony, a mesmerizing melody that is joined by the singing of birds and the rustling of leaves. The air is saturated with freshness, permeated with the smallest droplets of water, leaving a ghostly touch on the skin. Around Double Falls, there is an atmosphere of magic. Mosses and ferns cover the damp walls of the cliff from which the water falls, the roots of trees intertwine into bizarre sculptures, and sunlight paints rainbows on the water foam. This is a place where time stands still, where you can dissolve in the beauty of nature and feel like a part of the living, breathing world. But Double Falls is not just a sight. It is a symbol, a reminder of the power and relentlessness of nature. It teaches us about the flow of life, about how two streams, each with its own story, come together in a single dance, merging into something greater than the sum of its parts. So, if you find yourself in Silver Falls State Park, don't rush. Leave the hustle and bustle of everyday life behind and find Double Falls. Let its beauty and energy fill you up, and take away a piece of this natural magic with you. I am now approaching the first waterfall on the trail of 10 Falls South Falls. The famous South Falls is a monument of water greatness, standing at the head of the cascade of waterfalls in Silver Falls Park. Its 177-foot or 54-meter body seems to be woven from a sparkling silver thread, erupting from the heart of the earth and breaking into millions of diamond drops below. Imagine approaching it along the South Falls Loop Trail, surrounded by the rustle of leaves and the singing of birds. In the air, you can feel a subtle damp chill, a harbinger of a grand spectacle. And now, through the curtain of greenery, the first glimpse of silver appears, a veil fluttering in the wind. A few more steps, and you find yourself on a viewing platform. South Falls appears in all its pristine power. Like in a slow-motion shot, tons of water rush down the cliff, thundering in the drum of echo throughout the canyon. The falling streams of water play with each other, scattering into sparkling veils and mists, disappearing into the spray, and then reappearing, like restless fairies. Under the waterfall, an emerald lake is spread out, teeming with life. Sunlight, breaking through the water curtain, paints a rainbow on the spray, and water dust envelopes you in a cool cloud, refreshing and invigorating. Birds, as if spellbound by the dance of water, soar over the waterfall, their singing weaving into the roar of water, creating a unique natural symphony. But South Falls is not just power and spectacle. It is a mystery, inviting you on a journey. Beneath it, through the veil of falling water, a passage hides a trail leading behind the veil of the water curtain. There, in the damp coolness, you can feel the power of the elements, face to face with the pristine power of nature. South Falls is a symbol of irrepressibility, eternal striving down, to life, to the ocean. It reminds us of the strength of will, that even before the most formidable obstacle, there is always a way, on which you can always find beauty and harmony. Stop at South Falls. Try its power, breathe in the freshness of its spray, and take away a piece of its eternal energy with you. We continue along the trail of falls to see Upper North Falls. Here I am already at its foot. Its height is 65 feet or 19.8 meters. It descends in two cascades down sandstone steps. Upper North Falls is located in a picturesque canyon, surrounded by tall firs and pines. It can be reached via the Upper North Falls Trail, which starts from the parking lot at South Falls. The trail leads up a gentle slope, past several small waterfalls. Along the way, you can enjoy beautiful views of the canyon and the surrounding forest. When you reach the viewing platform at Upper North Falls, you will be amazed by its beauty. The waterfall descends in two cascades, forming a sparkling veil of water that sparkles in all the colors of the rainbow. The sound of falling water is soothing. Here you can relax and enjoy the beauty of nature. In contrast to its larger siblings, Upper North Falls is not a popular tourist destination. Here you can enjoy the peace of nature away from the crowds of people. Interesting facts: the waterfall was named so because it is located upstream from Middle North Falls. Another one is that in 1997, Upper North Falls was damaged by a flood. However, it was restored and reopened to the public in 2000. Let's go further to see North Falls. North Falls is a whisper in the stormy chorus of waterfalls in Silver Falls State Park. Its 136 feet or 41.5 meters is not a hymn to thunderous power, but a gentle serenade of water, enchanting with its hidden beauty and beckoning to the mysterious world of water and greenery. Imagine following the shady North Falls Trail, sunbeams teasing you through the crowns of tall trees, the air smelling of moss and moist earth. Suddenly, a silvery veil begins to shimmer ahead, like a ghostly stream that has burst out of the heart of the forest. You hear the sound of falling water. It is a quiet whisper, not a roar, but a murmur, like a forest lullaby. It is echoed by the voices of birds hidden in the thick foliage, and the rustle of leaves dancing in the light wind. The atmosphere here is not grandeur, but calm charm, pacifying and mesmerizing. You take a few steps, and there you are on a rocky viewing platform, face to face with the magic of North Falls. It falls like liquid silk, in two graceful streams framed by lush greenery. In the sunlight, the water flashes with a diamond brilliance, and the air around is filled with the smallest droplets, leaving a cool trail on the skin. But don't rush, a special secret lies behind North Falls. Go down the steep rocky trail, and it will reveal itself to you. Behind the veil of water is a cave, washed out by the millennia of falling streams. In its cool darkness, there is a special silence, broken only by a scattering of drops dripping from the vault. Here, behind the wall of falling water, You will truly feel the power of nature, but not crude, but gentle, sheltering you with mystery and coolness. North Falls is a symbol of refinement, fragility, and inner strength. It teaches us to appreciate silence, to seek magic in simple beauty, and to find strength in the quietest stream. Stop at North Falls, listen to its whisper, look behind the veil of water, and take away a piece of its enchanting mystery. Let's take a detour to see Winter Falls. It is located 2.5 kilometers from the park entrance, half a kilometer from the Trail of Falls. It is located below South Falls and is part of the same Silver Creek River. Winter Falls is a shy diamond in the crown of waterfalls in Silver Falls State Park. Its 134 feet or 40.8 meters of elegance are hidden in the shade of ancient firs and pines, waiting to be discovered by those who are willing to put in a little effort to find it. Imagine walking along the steep, winding rim trail, leaving the noise of more lively waterfalls behind. The sun teases through the branches, and the air smells of forest moisture. And then, at the end of the narrow trail, the first glimpse of silver appears, a thin thread piercing the forest thicket. A few more steps, and you find yourself on a hidden viewing platform. Winter Falls appears in all its refined beauty. It falls not in a roar, but in a melodic song, in two graceful cascades that merge into a bowl of moss and stones below. Sunlight, breaking through the green roof, plays on the water, turning it into a sparkling spray. Around the waterfall, there is peace, as if time has stopped. Only the singing of birds and the rustling of leaves disturb the silence. The air is filled with freshness, as if it has been saturated by a mountain spring. This is a place where you can hide from the hustle and bustle of the world and fully dissolve in the beauty of nature. But don't be fooled by its modesty. Winter Falls is a force tempered by silence. Under its bowl is a secret world, accessible only to the brave. Walk down the narrow, winding trail, and you will find yourself directly under the streams of water. The veil of falling water will envelop you in cool mist, and the sound of water, held back by greenery, will become a powerful roar right above you. Winter Falls is a symbol of resilience and strength hidden behind silence. It teaches us to appreciate simple moments, find beauty in the small, and draw courage from solitude. Leave behind the busy trails, find the secret abode of Winter Falls, and take with you a piece of its quiet, but unbreakable strength. Interesting facts. Winter Falls often dries up in the summer, turning into a thin stream. But in spring and early autumn, it reaches its peak of greatness. The name of the waterfall is not associated with the time of the year, but with the Winter family, who owned this land before the park was created. The best view of Winter Falls opens up from the upper North Falls Trail. We return to the Trail of Falls. After Winter Falls, there is Middle North Falls, 106 feet or 32 meters high. Then comes the Double Falls, which I have already described, the tallest waterfall in the park. Let's move on to the Middle North Falls. It is located 4.5 kilometers from the park entrance, 1 kilometer from the Trail of Falls, between the Upper and Lower North Falls. It is a graceful and elegant waterfall, 106 feet or 32 meters high, cascading down in 2 cascades down sandstone steps. The waterfall is located in a picturesque canyon, surrounded by tall firs and pines. It can be reached via the Middle North Falls Trail, which starts from the parking lot at South Falls. The trail leads up a gentle slope, past several small waterfalls. Along the way, you can enjoy beautiful views of the canyon and the surrounding forest. When you reach the viewing platform at Middle North Falls, you will be amazed by its beauty. The waterfall cascades down in 2 cascades, forming a sparkling veil of water. In the sunlight, the water sparkles in all the colors of the rainbow. The sound of falling water is soothing and calming. Middle North Falls is a great place to relax and meditate. Here you can be alone with yourself and the surrounding nature. Let's move on to the Lower North Falls. It is a small but delightful waterfall, 30 feet or 9 meters high, cascading down sandy steps. The Lower North Falls is located in a picturesque canyon, surrounded by coniferous trees. It can be reached via the Lower North Falls Trail, which starts from the parking lot at South Falls. The trail leads up a gentle slope, past several small waterfalls. Along the way, you can enjoy beautiful views of the canyon and the surrounding forest, inhaling the ozone-filled air. When you reach the viewing platform at Lower North Falls, you will be amazed by its beauty. The waterfall cascades down, forming a sparkling veil of water. As it falls, the water sparkles in the sunlight, shimmering with rainbows. The sound of falling water is soothing and calming. The waterfall was named Lower because it is located downstream from the Upper North Falls. In 1997, the Lower North Falls was damaged by a flood. However, it was restored and reopened to the public in 2000. Let's continue on our journey and soon we will see Drake Falls. Drake Falls is the most modest cascade in the constellation of waterfalls in Silver Falls State Park, but it is not devoid of charm. Its 27 feet or 8.2 meters are hidden in the shade of lush firs and pines, like a secret waiting to be revealed. Imagine walking along the winding trail of 10 falls, leaving behind the din of bustling waterfalls. The air is filled with the smell of damp earth and wet leaves, sunlight filters through the branches, and ahead there is only the faint rustle of leaves. And now, almost at the end of the way, a sign Drake Falls appears. Take a few steps and in front of you opens up a small viewing platform, like a balcony protruding over the rock. Below, as if behind a curtain of green branches, the Drake Falls sparkles. It falls not in a roar, but in a delicate stream, like a fountain stream, in 2 graceful cascades that merge into a bowl of moss and stones. Sunlight plays on the water, turning it into a sparkling spray of diamonds. The atmosphere around the waterfall is saturated with solitude and peace. The sound of falling water is a quiet whisper, and the air smells of freshness as if you have drunk spring water. This is a place where you can hide from the hustle and bustle of the world and dissolve in the silence and beauty of nature. Do not be deceived by the modesty of Drake. Under the bowl of the waterfall is a hidden world, accessible to the brave. Go down a narrow rocky path, and you will find yourself at the very foot of the Cascades. The streams of water will envelop you in refreshing mist, and the noise becomes more powerful as if the whisper turned into a roar right above your head. Drake Falls is a symbol of fragility, strength, and beauty hidden in the shadows. It teaches us to appreciate simple moments, find treasures in the small, and draw inspiration from solitude. Although the lowest in height, Drake Falls is unique in its own way and is loved by many visitors to the park. Let's continue on our journey to the last waterfall on the Trail of 10 Falls, the Lower South Falls. It is a 93-foot or 28-meter masterpiece of nature, hidden in the shadow of its majestic older brother, the South Falls. While the South Falls is awe-inspiring in its grandeur, the Lower South Falls captivates with its refined beauty and the secret world behind the veil of water. Imagine walking along the canyon trail, surrounded by lush greenery and sunlight dancing on the leaves. The noise of the South Falls gradually dissolves into the forest silence, and suddenly, as if from the pages of a fairy tale book, a hidden kingdom opens up before you. Behind a wall of branches, a delicate silver veil emerges the Lower South Falls. The cascades of water cascade down in two graceful streams, framed by mossy rocks and wildflowers. Sunlight, breaking through the leaves, turns them into a sparkling spray of diamonds. The spray, like playful butterflies, dances in the air, and the cool water mist refreshes your face and fills you with a light freshness. The sound of falling water is a quiet whisper, murmuring like a forest lullaby. It is echoed by the singing of birds living in the thick of the leaves, and the rustle of leaves dancing in the gentle breeze. The atmosphere here is not grandeur, but a calm charm, pacifying and mesmerizing. But behind the seeming modesty of the Lower South Falls lies a secret. Walk along the narrow rocky path that descends to the foot of the Cascades, and you will find yourself behind the veil of water. There, in the cool dampness, you will find a cave, a natural amphitheater, washed out by millennia of falling moisture. In its vaults, drops of water trickle, the walls breathe coolness, and the silence is broken only by the whisper of water. Here, behind the wall of falling water, you truly feel the power of nature, not crude, but gentle, sheltering you with mystery and coolness. The Lower South Falls is a symbol of beauty that does not scream but makes you quietly admire. It teaches us to appreciate silence, to find magic in simple beauty, and to find strength in the quietest stream. Stop, listen to its whisper, look behind the veil of water, and take away a piece of its charming secret. Interestingly, the South Falls, Lower South Falls, North Falls, and Middle North Falls form a natural amphitheater in the rock. A trail that runs along the bottom of the amphitheater allows visitors to see the waterfalls from a different side. Now, I invite you to explore the Trail of 10 Falls, which you will have to walk along my path or independently to all of the waterfalls described above. Silver Falls State Park has several hiking trails that lead to the waterfalls. The most popular is the Silver Falls Trail, which runs along all of the waterfalls. There are also several shorter trails that lead to individual waterfalls. To see all 10 waterfalls, you need to take a special trail. The Trail of 10 Falls is a 7-mile or 11-kilometer loop trail. It passes through a picturesque canyon surrounded by tall firs and pines and offers visitors the opportunity to see 10 of the 15 waterfalls in the park. The trail begins at the parking lot at the South Falls, one of the two tallest waterfalls in the park. It then follows upstream along the Silver Creek River, past all the aforementioned 10 waterfalls. The trail is well marked and relatively flat, making it suitable for people of all ages and fitness levels. However, as the trail passes through the forest, it can be slippery in wet weather. Therefore, it is a good idea to wear shoes with non-slip soles that are comfortable for walking in the forest. However, you don't need to worry about your safety. The trail is fenced off from the canyons with sturdy wooden railings, so it is safe and not scary to walk. And that one of the advantages of the trail is that you can see the waterfalls at any time of year. Spring rains make them full and turbulent, while they are calmer and quieter in summer and fall. If you are planning to visit Silver Falls State Park, the Trail of 10 Falls is a must-do. It is a great way to see some of the most beautiful waterfalls in Oregon. I would like to draw your attention to the unique nature of Silver Falls State Park. Silver Falls is home to a wide variety of flora and fauna. The park is located in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains and is covered in dense forests that are home to many species of plants and animals. The forests in Silver Falls State Park are predominantly coniferous, with Douglas firs and pines being the dominant species. The park also contains deciduous trees, such as oaks, maples, and willows. The park is home to many unique plants, including silver fir, a relict tree that grew in this region millions of years ago. Silver fir has silvery needles and can grow up to 200 feet tall, or 61 meters. Western hemlock is an evergreen tree that grows in mountainous regions of North America. Western hemlock has long, drooping branches and can grow up to 100 feet tall, or 30 meters. Western red cedar is an evergreen tree that grows in mountainous regions of North America. Western red cedar has a pyramidal crown and can grow up to 150 feet tall, or 46 meters. Of course, Silver Falls State Park is also home to many species of animals. You can see deer, elk, foxes, beavers, muskrats, squirrels, ground squirrels, and mice. The park's birdlife includes bald eagles, golden eagles, hawks, falcons, owls, doves, sparrows, and woodpeckers. The park is home to amphibians such as frogs, toads, and salamanders. And of course, the river and ponds of the park are home to trout, salmon, steelhead, and other fish. Silver Falls State Park is an important habitat for many species of animals and birds, including several that are threatened or endangered. These include the California condor, American mink, common raven, bald eagle, red fox, brown pelican, and more. These animals are threatened or endangered due to a variety of factors, including habitat loss, environmental pollution, and poaching. Silver Falls State Park plays an important role in the conservation of these species. The park provides them with a safe habitat and helps to support research and educational programs to conserve them. Silver Falls is a state park and is protected by the government of the state of Oregon. The park is part of the region's ecosystem and plays an important role in the conservation of the state's natural resources. Here is a tip for tourists visiting the park. When planning your trip, it is a good idea to bring water and snacks with you. However, even if you do not take care of your food supplies, everything is well organized for the rest of the tourists and travelers in the park. You will be surprised at how civilized it is there. Flat lawns of grass, paved or level dirt trails, and benches. When I was tired of exploring and filming the park, it was time to relax. If you are looking for a place to relax, you will find it at South Falls. South Falls, the tallest waterfall in Silver Falls State Park, is a popular spot for recreation and entertainment. And there are many opportunities for recreation and entertainment organized around the waterfall. Along the trail leading to South Falls, there are several picnic areas where you can relax, enjoy a snack, and enjoy the view of the waterfall. These areas have tables, benches, and trash cans. Many travelers, especially those who arrive by car, bring food and drinks for a picnic with them to organize a full picnic on the spot. This is where you can enjoy the contemplation of a lit fire, barbecue on wood, the aroma of smoke, and other delights of outdoor recreation. The park has two playgrounds where children can play. One is for younger children and one is for older children. At Silver Falls State Park, your pets can run and play. There are two areas for dogs to run off leash, where dogs can run and play freely. On the banks of the Silver Falls River, there is a swimming area where tourists can cool off in the river water and swim to their heart's content. In general, you can easily spend a whole day in Silver Falls State Park, enjoying nature and relaxing or active recreation. The park service is designed for the convenience of tourists and travelers. The visitor center is located at South Falls. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There you can get information about the park, including maps, routes, information about the waterfalls, and events held in the park. You can get routes for hiking, cycling, and horseback riding. At the South Falls, there is also a small store. It is open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. In the store, you can buy souvenirs, food, and drinks, including souvenirs like t-shirts, mugs, keychains, and other items will leave you with fond memories of your trip. Food, various snacks, chips, and ice cream, as well as soda, water, and coffee. In the nearby cafe, you can eat, as well as buy snacks and drinks. It is open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There you can buy hot dogs, hamburgers, French fries, various salads, and a variety of drinks. There are toilets in the park located along the trails and near the waterfalls. They are even accessible to people with disabilities. No one suffers from thirst either. There are drinking fountains in the park located along the trails and near the waterfalls. Drinking water is safe for health. The park also has all the amenities for cyclists. A 4-mile paved bike path that passes through a scenic forest offers many opportunities for outdoor recreation. Along the way, you will find campgrounds, recreation areas, and swimming areas. There are no waterfalls on the route, but you will still be able to enjoy the beauty of nature. Travelers who decide to visit Silver Falls State Park can easily stay overnight. You don't have to leave right that evening. Silver Falls offers several overnight accommodations for tourists and visitors. Silver Falls State Park has two campgrounds. Silver Falls Campground is located in the center of the park, just a few minutes walk from South Falls. It offers 213 sites for tents and RVs. Lost Creek Campground is located in the western part of the park, near the Silver Falls River. It offers 102 sites for tents and RVs. Both campgrounds have cold water sinks, toilets, drinking fountains, and picnic and fire rings. Travelers who want an even more comfortable stay can stay in cabins. The park has 4 cabins that can be rented. They are located in close proximity to South Falls. Each cabin has 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, a living room, a bathroom, and a balcony with a view of the falls. Reservations for campsites and cabins in the park can be made online or by phone. The cost of camping at Silver Falls State Park depends on the size of the site and the season. During the high season, from May to September, the cost of camping is $20 per night for a tent site or $30 per night for an RV site. During the low season, from October to April, the cost of camping is $15 per night for a tent site, and $25 per night for an RV site. The cost of renting a cabin in the park starts at $125 per night. I can give travelers a few tips for booking accommodations. Book your spots in advance, especially if you are planning a trip during the high season. If you are traveling with pets, make sure the location you choose allows pets. If you plan to stay in a campground, keep in mind that you will need to bring everything you need, including a tent, sleeping gear, and food. The cost of your stay at Silver Falls State Park will depend on the services you use. The entrance fee to Silver Falls State Park is $10 for adults, $5 for children ages 6 to 16, and free for children under 5. The ticket is valid for 1 day. It is also worth considering additional costs that may arise when visiting Silver Falls State Park. This includes the cost of renting camping or fishing gear, food and drinks, and souvenirs and gifts. However, don't think that Silver Falls State Park is just about being alone in nature. This is not entirely true. Silver Falls State Park also hosts a variety of events, such as concerts, festivals, and educational programs. The park hosts annual concerts of classical music, jazz, and other genres. Various festivals dedicated to art, culture, and nature are organized every year. By visiting the park, you can expand your horizons and erudition. The park offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults. By participating in these programs, you can learn more about the park and its unique features. Just like anywhere else, funny incidents happen in the park. In 2016, a group of tourists decided to have a picnic at South Falls. They spread out a blanket, got out food and drinks, and enjoyed their day. However, they didn't notice that their dog had run off and started running along the waterfall. The dog managed to get down, but it couldn't get back up. The tourists had to call rescuers to help the dog out of the ravine. In 2018, a family decided to go for a hike on the waterfall trail. They were walking along the trail when their child saw a deer. The toddler started cheering and running after the deer. The deer was scared and ran away. The child ran after it but tripped and fell. The boy didn't get seriously injured, but he was very upset. These incidents are just a few examples of the many funny things that can happen in Silver Falls State Park. And it doesn't matter what time of year you decide to visit. The park is a beautiful and exciting place to visit, and it's sure to provide you with memories that will last a lifetime. Now, let's talk about the climate of this region. This is important for travelers to know. The climate in Silver Falls State Park is temperate, with 4 distinct seasons. Winter is cold and wet in these parts. The average temperature in January is around 2 degrees Celsius. Snowfall is common during this time of year. For those planning to visit the park in winter, I recommend dressing warmly and in waterproof clothing. Also, Be prepared for snowfall, and make sure you have snow chains for your car if you plan to travel on mountain roads. Spring is cool and rainy. The average temperature in April is around 10 degrees Celsius. Snowmelt begins in the park, and rivers and streams fill with water. My tips for travelers in spring. Be prepared for variable weather. Don't be surprised by rain. Pack waterproof shoes. Summer is warm and dry. The average temperature in July is around 24 degrees Celsius. This is a popular time for tourists to visit the park to enjoy the scenery and recreation. My tips for travelers in summer. Dress in light, comfortable clothing. Drink plenty of water to avoid dehydration. Be careful swimming in the river or ponds, as the water can be cold. Autumn is cool and dry. The average temperature in October is around 16 degrees Celsius. The leaves begin to change color in the park, and the park is awash in brilliant autumnal hues. My tips for autumn travelers. Dress warmly, as the temperature can drop quickly. Be prepared for rain. Don't forget to pack a raincoat or umbrella. If you are planning to see more than just Silver Falls State Park, I will tell you about the nearby small towns where you can stay and spend some time on your way to Silver Falls. Silver Falls is located about 20 miles or 32 kilometers southeast of Salem. Salem is the capital of Oregon, located in the center of the state. It is a major cultural and economic center of the region. Salem is home to many museums, theaters, galleries, as well as government offices. Salem is the closest major city on the way to the park. It offers travelers a variety of accommodation options, restaurants, and activities, making it a convenient starting point for visiting Silver Falls. Salem has a variety of accommodation options, from budget hostels to luxury hotels. You can stay at the Grand Hotel, a luxurious hotel located in the heart of the city. The Salem Inn is a modern hotel located near the city's historic downtown. The Oregon State Fairgrounds Inn is a budget hotel located on the grounds of the Oregon State Fairgrounds. After you've rested in Salem, you can set off for Silver Falls. The drive from Salem to the park by car takes about 30 minutes. The road is well paved and well lit. You can also get to the park by bus. Greyhound Bus Lines offers direct service from Salem to the town of Silverton, which is located near the park. From Silverton, you can take a taxi or rent a car to the park. Finally, you can get to the park by bicycle. There is a scenic bike trail that runs from Salem to the park, about 25 miles or 40 kilometers long. Ohmsville is another small town that can be used as a base for visiting Silver Falls State Park. It is located about 10 miles or 16 kilometers west of the park. Like the park itself, it is a popular tourist destination known for its scenic views, diverse wildlife, and many opportunities for outdoor recreation. The drive from Ohmsville to the park takes about 20 minutes by car. Ohmsville offers a variety of accommodation options, from budget hostels to luxury hotels. The most convenient way to get to Silver Falls State Park from Ohmsville is by car. The road from Ohmsville is also well paved and well lit. You can also get to the park by bus. Greyhound Bus Lines offers direct service from Ohmsville to the town of Silverton, which is located near the park. From Silverton, you can take a taxi or rent a car to the park. Finally, you can get to the park on foot or by bicycle. It takes about 2 hours to walk to the park from Ohmsville and 1 hour to bike. Ohmsville and its surrounding area offer a variety of attractions for tourists. In addition to visiting Silver Falls State Park, you can visit the Oregon Garden Museum to learn about the history and culture of Oregon. You can also go hiking on one of the many hiking trails in the surrounding area. And any visitor will be interested in visiting one of the local farmers markets. Ohmsville is a great place to relax in nature and learn about the history and culture of Oregon. Mill City is a small town located in the state of Oregon, about 15 miles or 24 kilometers northwest of Silver Falls State Park. The town was founded in 1860 and was originally called Mill Creek. The name was changed to Mill City in 1890. Mill City is a popular tourist destination known for its scenic views, diverse wildlife, and many opportunities for outdoor recreation. The town also has several historical attractions, including the Mill City Museum, which tells the history of the town and the region. The drive from Mill City to the park takes about 30 minutes by car. Mill City offers a variety of accommodation options, from budget hostels to luxury hotels. Here are a few popular options. Silver Falls Lodge, a hotel located in Silver Falls State Park with direct access to trails. The Mill City Inn, a hotel located in Mill City with views of Silver Falls State Park. The Mill City Motel, a budget motel located in Mill City. The most convenient way to get to Silver Falls State Park from Mill City is by car. The road from Mill City to the park is flat, well paved, and well lit that you can also get to the park by bus. Greyhound Bus Lines offers direct service from Mill City to the town of Silverton, which is located near the park. From Silverton, you can take a taxi or rent a car to the park. In the town itself and its surroundings, there are many things of interest to tourists. Here are a few ideas. Visit the Mill City Museum to learn about the history of the town and the region. Go hiking on one of the many hiking trails in the surrounding area of Mill City. Go fishing on the Silver Falls River. Visit one of the local farmers markets. Therefore, travelers can stay in the Silver Falls State Park itself or in the small town surrounding it. Wherever you decide to stay, Silver Falls is sure to charm you and leave you with lasting memories. In conclusion, I can say that Silver Falls State Park is an amazing place that will leave a lasting impression on anyone who visits it. Here you can see stunning waterfalls, walk along picturesque forest trails, observe wildlife, and simply relax from the hustle and bustle of the city. Those who decide to take this unforgettable trip will get a lot of positive impressions. These will be impressions of the beauty of nature. The park is located in a picturesque place surrounded by dense forest. Here you can see a cascade of 15 waterfalls, each of which is unique in its own way. They can be seen from afar, and this sight must be seen with your own eyes. Enjoyment of peace and quiet. The park is filled with an atmosphere of harmony and tranquility. Here you can relax from the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy the silence of nature. Impressions of the diversity of wildlife. The park is home to many animals, including deer, elk, and other herbivores. Here you can see animals in their natural habitat. I remember Silver Falls Park as a place where I was able to relax from the hustle and bustle of the city, enjoy the silence of nature, and see stunning waterfalls. Here you can restore your strength and recharge your energy for a very long time. Rest in Silver Falls State Park is very beneficial for health. Walking along forest trails will help improve physical fitness, and fresh air and clean water will strengthen the immune system. In addition, being in nature helps to reduce stress and improve mood. I hope that your impressions of staying at this park will be no worse than mine. Silver Falls State Park is a great place for a family vacation. Everyone will find something for themselves here. You will never forget such a trip, and you will return to your memory to the park of murmuring water, pristine nature, and Silver Falls again and again.